Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back on Angel Mountain. Let's get back to it. Between episodes, I did a lot of work through the night, delivering water to our new orchard and delivering iron to Mammoth Mill, so that should be all set. Let's take a look and see where our production stands right now. Sawmill still needs wood. We're going to get to that this episode. We'll be doing some forestry. This guy, the carpentry mill, looks like it's about to run out of planks. Maybe we can bring some planks over from the sawmill to the carpentry mill. Mammoth mill, tons of coal. Boy, it's burning through that ore fast. Yeah, I loaded this thing up with iron ore, topped it off to 100%. So we were probably okay on iron ore. We may look to deliver some sand over to the Mammoth Mill. We're using that for our jars. We've been making a lot of money off these jars. What else? And then our new orchard. You can see I've delivered a ton of water, like 33,000 liters at a time. And we're at 1.4 million liters delivered. And we've got a good supply of compost and a good supply of herbicide there. And we're starting to get our apples and cherries and all that stuff. We're most interested, I think, in the cherries and the bananas. So we're going to set up a dried fruit building where we can make banana chips and dried cherries, and those seem to sell for a decent price. Let's pay off 20 grand of debt. It's not much, but it's something. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's paid off. And then let's go get some animals. We'll do that. We'll try and do that at the start of every episode. Need to find the animal trailer. Might still be hooked up to our jalopy. It is. There it is. Let's head over to the dealer. The animal dealer in this case. It's early morning, 6 o'clock. September 3rd. I think we, whoops, fast forward the time, or we'll go to single speed. I usually decrease it to half speed when I'm doing stuff in between episodes. And I think this time we'll go pick up some more sheep. We can get 13 in the trailer. We'll go with that. And then between episodes, I've been looking at how we can make some more money. Because we need cash. We need cash and we need more fields. And it occurred to me, you know, we have ore we can dig up. It's just sitting there waiting for us. But we can't, we don't get much money for like a truckload of ore. That's actually, you know, we get a lot more money when we process that into steel or walkers or wheelchairs, that kind of thing. But that takes time. Same thing with the produce, right? We don't get much money if I take a truckload of blueberries over to the farmer's market. It's better if we could save that and process it into more refined materials like we're planning to do with the banana chips and the dried cherries. But there's another resource we have a lot of, and it's these trees. And I was looking for a way where we could just sell the logs. And there is. I looked all over the mod hub for heating plant. And there's actually one in the base game that I think is going to do us just fine. So I'm thinking this episode we might put a heating plant over by the forestry area and see if we can't start raising some money. Enough to maybe buy another field. So that's kind of the plan. We'll be doing some heavy forestry, and like I said, maybe we'll take a break from that and deliver some sand over to the Mammoth Mill so we can keep those jars going. Not sure if we'll sell product today or not. We could. It looked like there were maybe another load of jars. That's probably good for at least 80 grand. All right, let's get our sheep. We'll stick with these little guys here for now. Select and 13. It's pretty cheap, $2,600. Almost nothing, right? We could buy a whole ton of these. But we'll do it just a little bit at a time. Kind of stagger the purchases a little bit. And save some cash in the process. But I'm surprised our pickup truck has a hard time pulling these animals. It's the same thing with the cows. It starts out really slow. Eventually we are going to have to just spring for a new pickup. with a stronger engine, and we can make better use of it. This one's kind of fun. A little hard to steer and a little slow to get moving. Doesn't do bad once it's up to speed. But yeah, we'll get these sheep back, and then we'll get them into their the sheep pen, and then we'll take a look over at the forestry area. I did clear out some trees a few episodes ago, or between episodes a few episodes ago, so there is an open area. We just need to grind some stumps, and then we might be able to place a heating plant down. So I'd like to do that and see what kind of money we get for a load of logs. We have tons of forestry out by field, I think it's 21. The one way far out. And then we also have a line of trees going all the way around field 21. I mean, sorry, 28 that we could do too. So that may be a way for us to get some cash. And then with that cash, we can buy a field. In the field, we've got a couple options. We could do, let's see if I can bring it up here. We could do field 27 and make that poplar. And that would solve the current wood chip shortage we have right now. It would make it so we wouldn't have to cut so many trees down just for wood chips. So we could get it from that, get it from the poplar. The other option is field 45 has sugar beets on it, and it would be nice to get going on that, on sugar production. And then also those sugar beets we could use for pig food. We still need sunflower and or corn, I think, before we can make pig food. But it would be a start, having the sugar beets. Where are our sheep? Way back there. I see them in the distance. So yeah, either of those fields might be a good place to start. Let's see, I'm looking for my trigger here. Open animal dialogue. I guess we could open the trailer here for realism's sake. Off you go. All right, so we now have, take a look. We have these guys that are at 100% productivity. I guess their value went up. 100% productivity. We're not getting wool yet. Probably takes a while. And then these guys are just getting started. But their health should jump up pretty quick. Here's our beef. Their health is slowly climbing. Again, they're not going to produce milk for us. These are kind of beef cattle. But they have plenty of straw, obviously, and plenty of hay. We're going to keep these cows on hay. So that's that. Let's close up the animal trailer, pull it off to the side. So we paid off 20 grand in debt, which is a drop in the bucket. And we got our animals. Let's see, what do we want to take over there? Let's get this guy. And I'm going to hook up our other trailer because we may want to haul wood chips. We're going to have to come back. Our low loader is up here too, up near the main farm. We may have to come back for that if we want to move our tree harvester around, but we could start by maybe cutting and clearing some trees right in the main forestry area to make room for that heating plant. I think that's the first thing I want to get to. So yeah, pretty morning here, just getting started on our third or fourth day in game. Got a lot going on. We have a field. That field right next to us, by the way, is potatoes. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm not buying that field, because we could buy it. One is it's potatoes, and I'm not ready to invest in the potato equipment yet. I do want to get the sugar going, and the sugar beet equipment is going to be expensive enough as it is. The other reason for not getting that field to do something else on it is then we have to keep carting our harvester around. And so it's just not in a great location with how we're situated. If we buy field 45, kind of off on the right side of the map, and do sugar beets, we can just send over like the sugar beet equipment and leave it there and kind of keep that as a sugar beet field for a good long time. All right, here's the forestry area right next to the sawmill is the area that I've cleared out a bit right here on the left. I'm wondering if we can put a heating plant right there. Let's see what we get when we try, what the space. We're going to have to clear the stumps out, but let's just see what kind of room, what the requirements are going to be. Yeah, I was looking all over the mod hub for a heat plant because I used one in a different playthrough and I thought it was a mod. I couldn't find anything good, and then eventually I'm like, well, let me just check the sell points in the base game, and sure enough, it's right in here, the one I was using. A biomass heating plant. Oh, it's not big at all. That's not big at all. Now it's overlapping, hopefully with the stumps is why it's complaining. This is the one we want. And maybe we would do something like this. Should we go? Is there a reason to go to one side or the other? I don't know. Maybe right here. Yeah, we'll clear out these stumps. Then I'm thinking of putting this right here and seeing if we can't raise some cash this way. In a different playthrough I did, I wasn't playing hard economic difficulty like we are here. I was able to raise some money fairly quick, harvesting trees. The other building I'm looking at for later is a mod. It's in silos, I think. This one, wood storage. Maybe that would go. This would be a way for us to store up to 1 million liters in logs. If we wanted to get ahead of the game and have those on hand. And it's something I could do between episodes too, kind of stock up. This isn't much, $50,000, and it's not very big. So I might place one of these at some point. It's not urgent. Yeah, let's get to it. We need a tractor over here. I think I might just drive one of our tractors that's close by. These guys are not close by. This guy, I think, where are you? Can't even tell what field this guy's on. I think we're still far back, right? Yeah. This guy is close by. Let's take this guy. Do we need this forage wagon? I don't think so. In fact, there's nothing here we need. But let's just drive this guy over to the forestry area. It's within view. And we'll use this tractor to grind some stumps. Then we can get that heating plant down, and then we'll start chewing up trees. In fact, I think the first place I want to do the trees is way out by field 21. That's way out back because we have tons of trees there. These ones we can't cut down with the harvester, but we might chop them down, the ones I'm driving by right now. Because they all look the same. We don't own that field though, so we probably don't own this land. Eventually that dead tree's there. I think that's some kind of bug. I'm not talking about the ash borer beetle. I'm talking about a bug in the game. Why that tree looks dead. Not sure what the deal is with that. We have a lot of trees right here to cut, but they're not in the way. The ones over by field 21 that I want to cut, they're kind of blocking some of our grass harvest, and I'd like to set up automated course play routes to do that harvest. All right, let's grab our stump grinder. I think it's back over here. Boom. All right, here we go. We're grinding some stumps. All right, I think that's it. And if you're wondering why I just kind of dipped down, it's because of what you see right here. If you leave the stump grinder all the way down, it does change the texture of the ground. So I'm not crazy about that. In fact, we're going to paint these over, I guess, with forest ground. Let's do it. We got a few spots here that got kind of messed up. Let's just fix those. That's a forest ground. And what else? We have one over here. And I think this texture over here is just dirt, right? Let's do it. Yeah, it's the only thing about the forest grinder that I'm not crazy about. But it does make sense that it would do that. All right. That's it for the stumps. Let's place our heating plant. Maybe I'll leave this guy hooked up. Maybe bringing that with us. Let's see. Yeah, let's hop out and buy our heating plant. And get this guy placed right here. With enough room, I guess, to pull through. How about that? 40 grand, not bad. I think that's going to pay for itself pretty darn quick. Not crazy how these leaves kind of grow through, but it's just I can't seem to get rid of that texture. It's part of the map, I guess. What's next? We could just cut a load of trees over here just to see how this is going to work. Why don't we do that? Probably need to move the truck. While we're in the truck, let's grab the wood chips and drop them off to the mammoth mill. Didn't take too long. Might as well. All right, that's that. Let's pull the truck forward. Maybe I can leave this trailer here, and then we're going to hook up to the load runner for logs, and we'll do a load of trees here just to see what we get from the biomass heating plant. And then we'll probably go get our low loader and take the Ponce way out to field 21. All right, right now I think the coast is fairly clear. Let's do these trees in the back area here. All right, this will be the last tree we cut down. I was only planning to, to cut down a few, but once I got started, it's hard to stop. But we cleared out some space here, and we've got plenty of trees. Hopefully enough for the sawmill, too. And get that loaded up. These aren't really the highest priority trees to clear. And eventually we need to come through here and replant these ones that we've cut. That's for some other episode, not this one. All right, I'm going to move our tree harvester out of the way a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. How about off to the side here, maybe? There's our new biogas heating plant. Let's hop in the timber runner. Load up some logs and see what we get. We'll sell some first, and then we'll drop some off here at the sawmill. Keep that production going. Unable to load any more items. Sure seems like there's plenty of room on that trailer. Let's try... Oh, maybe because it's, I don't know, the top log is approaching the top. Oh, they're letting some more in. All right, we can start with that load. It's not as packed as I would like it, but it's not too bad. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it's like 20,000 or something. It might be like 3,000. I have no idea what this is going to sell for. All right, here we go. 8,000, 9,000. Oh man, I was hoping for more. I was hoping for more. But it is a way for us to make some money without having to wait for crops to grow. Yeah, it's going to be, let's see, 10 trips for 80,000. I was hoping for more. We're going to have to cut a lot of trees in order to be able, to buy a field. But we need to cut down some trees anyway, just to get them out of our way out by the fields. All right, let's take this load to the sawmill. Try to avoid the stumps as best we can until we get those chopped up. All right, that's it for the first batch of trees. Let's see how we're doing in production. All right, if we go to the sawmill, let's see. Oh, we've got a lot more we can pump in here. Let's do it. We also have a bunch of planks that need to go out. I think these planks, let's see where they should go. We have about 32,000 liters of planks. We've got the carpentry mill needs them. It has 0. That guy's making us pallets and furniture and barrels. Not much furniture. I wish we were getting more that we could sell. And the other guy is the old man's mill. This guy needs some planks too. many planks? 10 for the walkers and 10 for the wheelchairs. Got decent money for those, and they're starting to stack up, actually. Let's see. What do we want to do? I guess we could split those planks up like we did last time. Let's go. I'm going to go get the low loader. Then maybe we can deliver some of those planks off to Old Man's Mill. Maybe we'll dump all of them over there. So yeah, I'll go fetch that, and then I will meet you back at the sawmill. All right, I've got our low loader here. Let's get those planks. I think I'm going to take the ones out of Mammoth Mill and bring those over to Old Man's Mill, and then use the ones from the sawmill. We'll bring those over to the carpentry mill. And mill. Dealing with a lot of mills right now. Let's do it. Oops, not flashlight. Nine. Looks like 8 gets us the even amounts here. Alright, that was easy. Let's just drop these off at Old Man's Mill. Bring up my ramps. And then while we're there, we will pick up the wheelchairs and walkers and make a trip, sell those, raise some more cash. While we're waiting, let's look at the sell prices for the walkers and see where we're going to need to take those. It probably is at market. Seems like it's always the market. I must have scrolled past them. Where are they? Here they are. Walkers. Okay. Embassy looks like it's a little more pricey on that. And Embassy here too. So I guess we're going to go to the Embassy. Let's pull the truck over to the spawn point for those. Yeah, we're going to need to stack these ourselves, which is not great. I think we can do it. As soon as I hover over, it just drops them. That's the downside. I wonder if the enclosed trailer would be better for this. If these might stack. We may have to invest in that, but man, it's just hard to spend money right now. I really want to save for another field. It's gonna have to do, like I said, I can't, as soon as I lift these up and I move over, it just automatically drops. It's not me clicking. I think we're gonna go with that. All right, those are strapped. We'll call that a full load. And we need to head to the embassy. We might be able to just stay along the tracks here. It's not really a road. And I noticed one of our trains is stuck. I need to send an email off to Old Man 102 and see if there's a fix for that. But there's one of our trains is stuck at the bottom of a hill and just keeps going back and forth, cannot get up the hill. That's a good place to cut across, and I think I see a collectible sitting there too. Let's get across here while we can. And I'll see if I can grab that collectible. I just ran over it. We'll take it. All right, off to the embassy. All right, here we are. Let's see what we get for these. There's not accepted here. Must not be right over the sell point. Let's go back. So 15,000 plus 7,000 was that like 22, 23,000. 23 plus another 10, like 33,000. What is that? 37,000. $37. So something close to 42,000. Somewhere around there. Not great, but not terrible. All right, we're back in the forestry area. While we're here and while we have this trailer hooked up, let's sell some glass jars. Think we have enough, and then let's sell that drill pipe too. I'm super tempted to buy the refinery and buy at least one of the pump jacks where we could take this drill pipe too and start getting crude oil and possibly fuel. Really want to buy a field, and that's gonna take, you know, over 400 grand just to get the refinery in that. So I'm going to try to hold off. We'll see. Maybe I'll give in and do it. Would give us a lot to do to haul oil and this drill pipe over to the pump jacks, but trying to save some cash. Oh yeah, not bad. We have a lot of jars in here. Very cool. I'm going to try that trick of leaving the truck on again and see if the auto load will pick these up so I don't have to go back and forth. Maybe try and do that next time. All right, not too bad. Let's get these guys strapped in. Boom, and let's see where the best place is to sell them. I think it's been the hardware store usually, but we'll see. Jars, gotta find them in this massive list. Eventually we'll store some up. Try to make our goal of 10 million liters of jars saved up. Right now, we need the cash. Hardware store for 548. Yeah, these are, I think, our best product right now. Take these over to the hardware store. These deer usually don't get scared. I can drive right up next to them, but that time they did run off. Yeah, jars are good. We're going to need to refill the mammoth mill with sand. It has like 700,000 liters, but I'd like to keep it topped off. Right now, we seem to have plenty of time to get to any task that we want because we're so short on fields, but eventually I think we're going to get pretty busy. And there'll always be things waiting for our attention. These trees along here on the right, I'm going to take those down. That's going to take the chainsaw to do it, and it's kind of slow. We'll do a few of those on camera, but maybe not a whole lot. And then I'd like to replant a variety of trees along this main road that circles the mountain. Plant them and watch them grow. And but look a little more natural than these trees look right now. So it looks like we have 40 pallets on the trailer. That should be a pretty good payday. I'm guessing at least 90,000. So we're at 371. We'll see what we end up with. Be nice if we were at 471, but oops, I went past my road, and of course that car is going to stop. We'll cut through the back of the bowling alley and get there that way. It's weird that those cars stop. I don't have like a turn signal on or something. I'm going to sneak back here. It's not this sell point. It's the next one. All right, we're at 371. Let's see where we end up. $87,802. It's not too bad for a bunch of sand. That's what it took to make those. Close call there. All right, 459,000. What's next? I guess let's sell that drill pipe. That might take a couple trips. We'll see if it stacks or not. Hopefully it stacks. I don't think we're going to get that much for the drill pipe, but we may as well keep that production line going. Right now it's backed up, so it is some money. I was looking at horses. We could do horses. We have oats and we have hay and we have straw, but I think you have to tend to those daily, and for as long as this series is going to run, I think that might get I think that might get a little tedious. We may try them. We may try them later on. Probably should, just to see what they're all about. I've never played with the horses. Yeah, this drill pipe is not gonna net us a lot of money, but I think it just takes mostly iron to make those, the iron ore, and a little bit of coal ore. But it's not too much effort to keep that filled up with coal and iron. And we do really need the cash. Eventually I won't sell drill pipe. We'll just save it up. It's more labor than it's worth. But right now we're so desperate to raise cash so we can buy some fields and new equipment that we'll do it. Drill pipe, let's go 8 at a time, because that seems to be what the auto load will do. Let's change those settings. We have to wait for a save here. Let's see. Okay, not too bad. We didn't get it. Let's do automatic engine start. Let's turn that off. And I'm gonna do my little shift R here to load. Let me pull up a little bit. Oh, you're gonna make me start the engine. I don't even know how you start it. The B. No, enter. Alright, so now the engine started. I'm going to pull up a little bit. Shift R to load. All those loaded. Hop out with the engine running. Let's see if I spawn in new ones. If this will actually auto-load them. That would save us some time. Doesn't look like it, right? We tried this once before. Yeah. Oh well, we'll have to do one at a time, looks like. One little batch of 8 at a time. Yeah, those all took. I probably could have got one more auto-loaded there in the front. The back doesn't seem to want to auto-load all 4 positions for pallets. Let's see where we're going to sell these. Drill pipe. Oh, nice. It's real close. Hardware store. Let's do it. Hardware store, less than half the price of the jars, but we have a lot of drill pipe to haul, and they stack, so that's kind of nice. Not too bad. I think that was about 34,000, right? All told. Not too bad. 34,000. We're going to get ourselves over 500 again. See, we've got some jars and we have some, we don't want to sell nails. We have a little bit of drill pipe left. Let's see what we can sell. These will all go to the same place. These ones we know will stack. So will the jars. What is it? 68. We can get 17 pallets out of that. They're not all going to spawn, but we'll make one more trip to the hardware store. All right, that brings us to 626,000. We got $60,000 for that haul of jars and drill pipe. But now our supplies of things to sell are pretty much dwindled down. I'm not going to bother selling the fruit just yet from the greenhouse. Or the orchard, actually. We'll hold off on that. We need to get planks from the, let's see. Planks from our sawmill over into the carpentry mill. That's next. That'll get us some furniture to sell. I don't think there's enough furniture for us to sell yet. We'll take a look. But I know that the carpentry mill is starved out on planks right now, so I'll probably do that with the forklift. We just have to drag them across the parking lot or drag them across the lot. Not very far. All right, I'm going to leave this trailer hooked up. We're going to be taking the Ponce tree harvester out of here pretty soon. I do want to grind the stumps that we took up. All right, that's that. Let's spawn our planks out of the sawmill. And they're not straight. It's not going to help my forklift learning skills here. Let's hop in this guy, see what we can get done. I can do pretty well on this thing first person, but I don't think it's as it's as interesting to watch, so I need to practice on doing it this way. Maybe we'll make it easy on ourselves and just take 2 at a time. We just need to drag these across the parking lot, not very far. It's not worth loading up the truck. Forklift's kind of fun, and I need the practice. It just turns very rapidly, like the steering is super fast. So that one's not too bad. Let's tilt that guy forward if I can and sneak on out of there. That one looks like that's getting absorbed into the carpentry mill. 2 more loads. Again, the steering is really fast on this thing. One more trip, we'll be done with this little task. And by the end of this Let's Play, we'll be able to stack these 6 or 7 high and not have a problem. But not yet. Not yet. Alright, last load. Let's get this out of here without snagging on the pole. Boom. Done. Not too bad. All right, let's wrap this episode here. Next episode, we'll get around to cleaning up some of the stumps. We've got a ton to do, but we'll leave it here, and I'll see you in the next one.